Can't say I didn't expect that.
But we gotta talk about. We gotta move on to the other team. You know, we wasn't so fly. They thought they was so fly. Came out there trying to fight people and stuff. I felt bad for Eckler, man. They knocked his helmet off. He probably wasn't the same that game. That's why he couldn't get past the line of scrimmage. But are the Chargers in more trouble? Like, what percentage of the blame do you give Herbert for that Chargers loss? And I'm gonna start with you, Carl.
Ooh, all right, cool. So, Herbert, Herbert. I like Justin Herbert. I think a lot of people get my stance on Justin Herbert misconstrued, but I really do like Herbert. I think he's a really talented quarterback. Now, however, last night, I think I give him about 70% of the blame. Now, the reason why I go 70 is because the defense actually balled yesterday. Like I said, 4 sacks. They played good. They did give up a couple explosive plays here and there. Like Vaughn said, Tony Pollard got the big catch and run off of a broken play, which Dak used his legs to extend the play. But Herbert did miss a couple passes last night. The run game didn't help Herbert at all. I will say that the run game could not get going. But again, that was both sides, Cowboys and the Chargers. So I got to give Herbert 70% of the blame, especially because at the end of the game, last drive, he throws the pick to Gilmore. He misses a throw, I think, to the sideline, if I'm not mistaken, on one drive. If it's not the last one, it was the second to last one. I can't remember, but he did miss one, but he did come back and throw another one. But I just think Herbert wasn't – let me say this. I think he missed more passes than normal. So I got to give him 70. I think 70 is fair. Okay. I do want to say one other thing. Brandon Staley didn't help him out either. What they run that? What was like a 4th and 1? They ran a sprint out, I believe.
Trash.
Yeah, Brandon Staley didn't help him out at all. He didn't do him any favors. But I'll give him 70.
That was Kellen. But Vaughn?
True. That is facts. That's facts.
60%, 70%. I knew you was gonna give him a high number. I mean, you start off by saying I like Justin Herbert, but then, okay, I'm gonna give him 55%. He gets more than half of the blame, if you ask me. Run game non-existent. He was getting pressured 47.6% of the time that he dropped back. I mean, it was times I was seeing this man making throws. He was juking dudes, making throws. Dudes was holding on his leg, his arm. He's still trying to make throws. I mean, it was crazy back there. Now, when he was getting pressure, I believe he was 41% on his targets, but with a clean pocket, 75%. So that's one element of the game that I feel like is undeniable. That O-line could not hold up at all. I mean, the Cowboys lived in the backfield. I do want to throw out there, though, he did miss 2 big throws to a wide-open Keenan Allen, like wide open. And I don't think he was pressured on those. He just missed them, like totally missed them. And he definitely gets the blame for that. And I think 55% is a reasonable amount because also the play calling didn't help him at all. Like that 4th and 1 you called out was terrible. Also, after the Cowboys try to go for it in the red zone and turned it over, the Chargers come out in 3rd quarter and do the same exact thing. Like, come on now. Just kick the field goal, bro. Just kick the field goal. Now, both teams had penalties like crazy. I mean, I think Cowboys, 11 penalties, Chargers, 9 penalties. So that's another aspect of the game. And a lot of those was on the defensive end for the Chargers. Like, towards the end, that Derwin James penalty that gave them field goal range was terrible. I mean, it was a lot of aspects of that game. So Justin Herbert is the quarterback, so he'll get the majority of the blame. That's why I give him 55%. But anything higher than that, and I just think you just out for Justin Herbert.
Oh my God. I knew it, Dave.
I guess I'm out for Justin Herbert too, because I give him 65% of the blame. Because I got a question to ask though. So remember our segment yesterday when we talked about the Eagles, right? And how we gave Jalen Hurts 70 70 to 99% of
Yeah,
the blame
99 was
for the
crazy.
game.
And right now it's crazy.
Now, Herbert didn't throw 3 interceptions, but he did throw a game-ending interception in the game. He also overthrew Keenan Allen a few times. And his run game, like Vaughn said, was non-existent. So remember what I said yesterday, that the Eagles only ran the ball 22 times and they only got about 2 yards to carry outside of Jalen Hurts. Well, the Chargers only got 2.3 yards to carry. Now, I know the Jets run defense is not that good, but neither is the Cowboys. Cowboys allow 112 yards a game. That's bottom in the league. So either I was wrong yesterday saying that the defense didn't allow them to run, and I guess I'm just gonna be wrong again today because I feel the same way about the Cowboys' rush defense. It seemed like they didn't allow them to be able to do anything yesterday.
Yeah.
So if your run game is not going, you still have Austin Eckler, so you can use him out of the backfield as a receiver, just like how the Niners used Christian McCaffrey, how the Cowboys used Tony Pollard. Then you should be able to do what you can to win that game. Cowboys are down one of their best defenders in Trayvon Diggs. They have been for a while now, so you got to be able to take advantage of that. You can't miss those throws to one of your best receivers in Keenan Allen, who was balling all night. Now I get Mike Williams is out for the season, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
But you got weapons. And actually, they got Carl. They got 5 sacks last night. So the Chargers defense got 5 sacks last night. So one of them, I think one of their players got 2 sacks. I know Khalil Mack had one, but
it was
it was 5 altogether. So all I'm saying is that even so, the only reason why I'm giving Herbert a 65 because he didn't throw more than one pick, but he did throw a pick when everything mattered. So 65% for me. He has to play better, being who he is, and as high as people have him ranked, saying he's the top 10, top 5 quarterback, he has to go out there and win. We hear about it all the time about the fourth quarter comebacks that he has. He had the opportunity last night, and he came up small. So 65% of the blame goes to Justin Herbert.
Thank you, J-Mo. I definitely forgot about that.
Oh, you talking about the play that was blocked by Lawrence? That was a touchdown too if D-Law didn't get his hand up.
No. He caught it. He just threw it late, and I can't remember who made the tackle.
Oh, you talking about?
red
That
zone
was
play.
Bell. That was Bell. Yeah, that was a late throw. I thought y'all was talking about the screen. That was Bell.
Uh-uh.
That caught him on the. I think it was like the 1 yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what'd you say? 55. Anything over 55 is just going for Herbert. Well, can I do this? If I say it's 55 Herbert, can I get arrested, Kellen Moore, or do I just sound like a disgruntled Cowboy?
I knew it.
Because this was a Kellen Moore type game, honestly. Where it's like, okay, the run not working. I'm gonna just pass the ball 60 million times. And technically, the double moves that Bland kept biting on, and I said it in the chat, like, man, that's Trayvon Jr., bro. I'm telling y'all, like, he bit on all them double moves every single time. Keenan Allen wide open, and you just overthrew him. So technically, I'm not gonna go that crazy. I'm not gonna say 99. Joe, I'm still like trying to understand where you got that one from. I'm gonna give him about 70. I'm gonna say about 70. Because I mean, you want to look at your quarterback and say, hey, bro, when the pass is not there, run the ball. But technically, the Cowboys were stopping the run. But there's one aspect of the game that we all forget is when they were passing the ball, Herbert was able to step up in the pocket. Like, our defensive tackles was non-existent on any of those pass rushes. So he could have just ran for a few of those yards and just slid. He did it one time. Man, Gilmore's old. He gave Gilmore the ugliest crawl. He just put his leg, just stepped down and jumped over and was like, Gilmore was in the grass. I'm like, come on, bro, get up. So there was a few times where Herbert could have just used his legs. Honestly, he's not a running quarterback, but it was there, and that would have changed the game a little bit also. So yeah, I'm gonna say about 70%. I'll give him 70% of the blame. The rest is a little bit of Kellen Moore. Most of it is their defense too. Because think about this: if those same defensive weapons that the Chargers have were under a different coordinator, do y'all think the Chargers defense would be 10 times better than what it is?
I think Demons played good last night to me.
They definitely played good last
They
night.
did, but
We just talking
this
about last
Chargers,
night.
but in general, like this defense should not be ranked that low in the secondary.
With
Or
the
just-
names they got, I get you. But
Yeah,
we just
with the
talking about
names they
last
got.
night.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna get a defense. No, I can't even give it to the defense. You're right. They got the Dak 5 times, and my defense on the other end, 8 quarterback pressures, but 1 sack. Like you would think,
Herbert was making it happen.
yeah, at the rate that the Cowboys was putting the pressure on them, bro, you would have thought they would have had more sacks, which was insane. So yeah, nah, I'm gonna say it's Kellen Moore and Herbert. Herbert, I feel bad for you, man. I feel bad because it's not gonna get no more better. I'm telling you.
Well, this is why, like I said, first of all, I understand the run game wasn't going, but it wasn't going for either side. Neither side got a run game going. Now, this is my thing, however. The Chargers, y'all remember I put in the chat, the first drive, I think they went down and scored a touchdown, ran the ball once. That entire drive, I think they threw it like 8 times, ran it once. And I was like, dang, the Chargers only ran the ball once. So it's not like they come out and try to establish a run either. Now, like I said, neither team can do that, so I don't want to use that as an excuse for Herbert because Dak had no run game. Dak had to run and make plays. Dak had to show some escapability. The difference is Dak made some throws and Herbert missed some throws. I mean, it just is what it is. So
I think they should have attacked that screen game a little bit more too. Like, granted,
maybe.
There was some things there where I know this. I'm bringing the chat on air, but there is sometimes where as a quarterback, you just gotta look at the play call and be like, "That's not what I'm seeing. I gotta do something different." Listen, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Because Palmer was wide open in the middle of the field at times. Like he could have just tossed it up to him. There was one play where he literally did toss it up to him, and Palmer like tapped the ball like 3 times, turned around, and still caught it.
Also,
he dropped a couple too.
My bad. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
My best
here.
call impression.
Anyway, forgive me if I'm wrong here. Quentin Johnston, his first target was open for a while. Herbert got it to him late, and it ended up being a deflection. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey.
But I do.
I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead.
I just wanted to bring up the fact that Quentin Johnston has not been working out so far as a first round receiver, kind of like Jalen Reagor, man. Ain't like what's brother name that went to the Commanders? I forgot his name. Is it Josh Dotson? I think it's Josh Dotson, man. These TCU receivers ain't really working out, man. It sucks. It's unfortunate, but
I just want to say,
go ahead, man.
Herbert under pressure, he did look a little Lamar Jackson. He could not handle the pressure yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. He just couldn't do it.
Please tune into the members.
Hey, look,
please
quick,
become a
yeah,
member.
please do.
Please.
Hold on, real quick, because it's supposed to be saved for members only, but somebody can't hold their water.
That's you.
Please explain to me how Lamar Jackson looked Sunday morning when he had all his weapons. You know, when he had his hot to Odell, when he had Zay, when he had Bateman. He had one miscommunication by Bateman that turned into a pick.
Hold on, Vaughn.
He can't.
Vaughn. This is a good caveat. Hey, become an all-star member so you can hear Vaughn's response to that.
I got something for you, my boy.
I'm telling you. And we're gonna go to commercial break. Look, but before we go to commercial break, let me tell you something. Hey, Kev, I'm gonna say it for the 15th million time. Kellen Moore can draw up a good game plan. It's the situational football awareness that is trash, and that's why the Chargers lost that game last night. His situational awareness is off. Thought he would have learned it, but he didn't. Sorry. So with that being said, y'all hit that like button. We're gonna take a quick little break. Carl, thank you for coming on the show. You want to give a quick plug for CTC before we go to commercial break?
All right, yeah. So I'm honestly leaving the show because of CTC. I'm watching these college football games for y'all. Current score of Middle Tennessee State at Liberty. Middle Tennessee State is up 14-7. First quarter, 5 and some change left to go. Appreciate y'all for having me on the show as always, man. Members only next, where I got to deal with this hater to my right. I don't know where he is on y'all screen, but please tune in, become an all-star member or above for that. And like I said, man, y'all enjoy the rest of the show. I'll be watching college football.
All right, and for those that's still sticking around with us, hey, we got some NBA topics, man. We got to talk about when.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.